Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad matatag.
And Talon can cover the retreat, and because Polaris do not have stuns to kind of
So bad, because at least you're going to have an IO there to kind of provide that little bit of extra sustain for the lane, but it's still bad. Zeus is actually dying on this bottom side. It's because he's level 1, just with the point into the lightning bolt, so it doesn't have the heavenly jump available just yet. So good recognition there of some of the key weaknesses, the timings that can be exploited.
Stalker's going to be chased down. KP, he'll be killed off. It looks like the Tiny wasn't in a position to protect himself at the moment.
Well, so this is just a ton of harassment that's going to be coming out.
Lane 23, go for it, go for it. Come on, stop pumping. Oh no, he's taking so much damage now. Forced with the Scorcher, stacking up. He's got the info.
He doesn't even need to stop this camp.
Can they get the kill? Yeah, Mikoto's in a little bit of trouble. TP's gonna come out. Hyde is also nearby to offer some assistance. Q, is he gonna look for the toss forward? Instead, he finds the avalanche from range, and now Lelouch playing with the Flame Guard absorption, but that is not... Doesn't have too much mana to play with now. Lelouch is even gonna look to TP in as well. A Remnant on forward to close the distance, and they should have plenty of damage to kill off KP on the Night Stalker, so he's continuing to have a really rough start.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but can't get the Mind Stealer. It's just this big snowball.
What? Is Mikoto? He's thinking about going for AU, but with Lelouch nearby, Q's going to be in a bit of trouble. The toss back, but KP will offer them nothing. Meanwhile, Hyde's stuck on the cliff as well, and well, they got the level 6 from Natsuma to play with, so Savage gonna look to TP in. The hook's on the mark as they drag back Lelouch. That's a pretty big kill for them to find, but Polaris will edge out the victory through this skirmish, not unless they can bring down AU. Looks like Hyde's gonna be able to move on forward, giving that mana required to help Mikoto. Late game Doom with the percent damage verse that the Pudge is really going to be a big answer to him. You can also take the Storm Spirit out of the equation. Oh,
nice hook.
Savage! Splits the middle of the creeps, gets the hook. This is a gigantic kill for them to find on Natsumi. Now Xavius as well. Looking to try.
Seems like
Right
bot
into
is where...
Lelouch. The chain control is going to need to be perfect. He didn't have the Flame Guard activated. And now instantly, they're going to look to utilize the haste to try and chase down Polaris before they're able to get out of the lane. KP is going to give them the vision required to catch up to AU. They might also see another hero onto the backline. Oh, look at the toss play as KP tries to get further in range, but Xavius is... Do they run into KP fast enough? You bet they do. As Force... a first usage out of his ultimate of this game is going to be able to secure the kill onto KP's Night Stalker. Meanwhile, back inside the bottom lane as the Lelouch is going to respect 23 Savage as the Pudge. Looking to try and move on forward. The Rupture's out, but there's no way they're going to be able to kill off 23 Savages. This guy is so goddamn strong. And look at the stuns queue. A 4-man Avalanche and Polaris. They've got no answers to the AoE damage. And Amakoto, he wants to zip on forward. 23 Savage wants to have some involvement as well. Still, the damage is starting to ramp up. They've got to be cautious, but look at the Flesh Heaps. They don't have the answers at 23 Savage. A man on a mission to... Or a Talon a little bit too far ahead.
They are popping the Dark Ascension.
Oh, Savage again, man. What is these hooks this game? Back at a KP, crippling fear. And now they're going to be spying out where AU's looking.
Maybe even a Shiva's Guard wouldn't be horrible, just to provide a little bit of extra vision and understanding to the team.
On to Q, the rest of the team are nearby. Looks going to be off the mark for 23 Savage. Lelouch going to be playing with a double damage rune as well, and Force, he's got the ultimate reactions coming out from Force, just gets the blink away. Mikoto's still on the hunt, but 23 Savage wraps around as well, gets to dismember. KP's nearby as well to be able to offer up the chain control. There's another kill onto Lelouch's Ember. This was their first phase Ember, and it is struggling in the best of one. Savage.
Oh, AU. Oh, he kind of just stood still.
Savage. He was trying to bait out the hook. No one would anticipate someone to stand still. You go left, right, but do you ever stand still as they catch up? Dismembers out. Force was even killed off as well to the northern side, and our Q, he's got the toss back. So another member of Polaris killed off in this skirmish.
Man, for how Desire use those off cooldown, and I feel like you need some 4-staffs as well to be able to protect the team, even just any kind of slow.
he's the one that needs to be getting farmed. Natsumi cannot die like this, and Savage hooks him inside the pit. Just make sure Roche doesn't get that finishing blow, and that will not be the case. In top KP. Would have run into Lelouch. Natsumi's not inside the base. They might be able to force out the BKB on Natsumi, and yeah, he's going to look to use it instantly.
He's ruptured KP though.
Makoto nearby. They're going to try and toss Savage into the middle, but force considering about dooming up the Pudge to start the fight. But look at the damage it's lacking for the moment. All the sustain coming out from the Chen is going to be offset the start of the fight on Polaris. The damage is starting to rack up though with the percent. They're able to toss him away, but that is not enough as Force secures the kill, and now he's able to jump on forward and try and target down Q. They need to respect Makoto, still the Storm Spirit playing around with the Aegis advantage and the IO behind him as well. It's a 1 for 3 to start. Polaris, do they want to reset for the respawn? Looks like Makoto's still working with the BKB. Instead, he's going to look to zip on forward, trying to target down Lelouch. A Remnant gets a little bit of distance out to the right side. Makoto's going to try and deal with the supports instead, but recognizing he doesn't have the damage to kill off the Zeus, so may as well go for the finishing blow. But he's not done just yet.
Right now, I mean, once Lelouch gets the BKB for himself, things are going to look much better for Polaris. Poor guy.
So, what's the hook count, Danog?
Let's say 12 to 5.
Let's say. That's not good enough. Not good enough, honestly. I'm expecting better out of my analyst. I'd have to bring John back in.
High-level analysis, yeah. You think he can count?
Zip in and on Natsumi as well. He's going to be in some trouble. Savage just gets in range for the dismember, so the BKB will not protect him as Talon will really vital kill. If that's not the case, you can start to stack up the Arc Lightning, which is going to be percent damage. Oh, jump in, KP. There's the start onto Lelouch. They're even able to run into the Zeus as well. That's the hero that they need to kill off. He's really your main high ground defender. Sure. Oh, Q again. Jump onto Lelouch. Crippling Fear. Where's the help? Where's the assistance? Polaris are just watching their position to go down, and now Makoto's under the tier 4 towers as well. Natsumi, he's got to buy back if they feel it required to rejoin the fight. And Savage
a scary thing.
Make sure they're not even going to be able to get back inside the fountain. The hook onto Force, the buyback's there. They might even fountain dive. Why not? Talon will actually look to respect him. We do see the damage racking up. You mentioned that Zeus is something to fear. If they're unable to bring him down to start, they're going to have the high ground advantage, so they will see KP. Let's see how fast they're going to be able to be. Hide's off to the left side as well, so it's not going to be easy to be able to blow up the Night Stalker's Hide, offering the heal burst, but it will still go down. The Doom finally being spellcasted. They're going to try and turn this over to 23 Savage. They're doing a really good job to be able to kite the Pudge. They've got the Rot activated as well, so the Pudge taking a crap load of damage over time, but it looks like Polaris still, even though they get rid of Savage, Makoto, he's at the stage where here's another big issue that they have not addressed in this team fight, and that will come at a grave cost as multiple heroes on Polaris go behind the tier 4 towers. Savage on the front line. They haven't reeled their positioning just yet. It's going to be the long wrap around as Force gets a jump onto Makoto. He doesn't have the Aegis to work with. They're going to try and bring down the Storm Spirit, but the relocate out of the nick of time. They'll keep Makoto alive. And now Savage, he's going to look to enter the fight. They know the Doom's on cooldown. Meanwhile, off to the opposite side, behind the throne, KP solos down the Zeus. Natsumi's gone without a buyback, and Makoto, he's back in. He wants revenge. He wants to knock Polaris out of this game. And it looks like Talon might be able to do just that. 4 members gone, soon to be a wipe as they are swarming to the front of the fountain. Savages, what's up? Savage.
He's trying to make a deposit.
Does he spit someone out?
No. I am a dignified person.
Oh, so you'll swear on stream, but you won't burp. Makoto! What a vortex. Q's got the follow-up control as well. 2 heroes respawn and instantly back in the grave as Savage. It's fountain diving time, or at least fountain farming time, but which of the hook's going to be off the mark for Savage, so Xavius is laughing, so at least Polaris, they are in now, Danog.
60%.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I'll take 60%. I did on my tests.
Oh, Savage. I'm gonna bump it up to a respectable percent, and now they even get the Ember Spirit as well. Polaris, the Lucia's got a buyback. Force just gets inside. What? Oh, no, look. Oh, no, Savage somehow missed. Slits the middle of all Polaris' heroes, but it's back to the objectives they go. One tier 4 tower stands in between them being able to hit the throne, and well, as soon as some hero shows up, they're like, why not continue to add to the tally, get to that 50th kill mark as well. Savage, can we get 50 kills? Don't let the game expire beforehand. Oh, there we go. They won't even get 50 kills. God damn it, Talon. But regardless, what an incredible performance from